Good Friday morning to you. I'm meteorologist Matt Jones, waking up to some very warm conditions out there right now. Also pretty windy out there as well, but temperatures are already in the low 70s in many locations. We are tracking that threat of some severe weather across the Arklatex today. Saturday looks nice, and then more storms will start to move in as we head into Sunday. So most of our region underneath a slight risk of severe storms. That's a 2 out of 5 on the scale, but that threat does increase quite a bit as you travel north and east of Texarkana there along I-30. But this is just part of a much larger system that's going to bring a major severe weather outbreak to a big chunk of the Midwest. Now, we're right on the far southern edge of that severe threat, but notice the farther north you get, that threat really will increase. We could be talking about a dangerous tornado outbreak today from Chicago all the way south into Memphis. So if you know any family there, if you have any friends in that region, just maybe give them a heads up that it could be a very dangerous day. Now, for us, we're also talking about that threat of some severe weather, but not so much this morning, just a few spotty showers. By noon, we could begin to see a few storms firing up north of I-30, mainly north of Texarkana. And then as we get towards about 3 or 4 p.m., we start to see these storms firing up right along that cold front. You can see that line of storms will begin to develop, and that will push to the east as we head through the afternoon and into the early evening. And large hail certainly possible, some damaging wind gusts, maybe a tornado with some of this activity, but overall the odds are going to stay pretty low. And notice that the activity is pretty isolated, so not everyone is even going to get rain. In fact, some places might stay completely dry today. But if you get underneath one of those storms, it could pack a punch, and then that quickly moves out as we head towards about 8 or 9 p.m. Quiet conditions overnight tonight and a beautiful Saturday ahead of us, so get outside if you can. Lots of sunshine for tomorrow. High temperatures will be around 80. Now, as far as our severe threat today, again, it's going to be a bit on the lower end because the main dynamics, the main energy with this system is passing well to our north. But nonetheless, we could see some damaging wind gusts up to maybe 60 miles an hour, a small chance of large hail, and an even smaller chance of an isolated tornado. But the biggest concern with these storms will be some damaging wind gusts. It's a very, very active weather pattern, though. We get a little bit of a break for Saturday, another round of storms possible on Sunday, another brief break Monday into early Tuesday, and then a more substantial round of rain could be on the way by Wednesday and Thursday. And check this out. This is pretty impressive here. Our rainfall forecast, combined rainfall over the next 7 days, could be pretty problematic, in fact, especially along and north of I-20. If this forecast does verify, we could see anywhere from 4 to 5, locally up to 6 inches of rain for the northern half of the Arklatex over the next 7 days. So here's a look at today's planner, and again, starting off relatively quiet this morning, but as we head towards the afternoon, those scattered storms will start to develop. It's going to be a warm day out ahead of that front, low to mid 80s along and south of I-20, slightly cooler as you travel farther north. Here's a look at that first alert 7-day forecast, and today we are tracking that potential for severe weather this afternoon. And then tomorrow, sunny, temperature of 80 and more storms possible for Sunday afternoon. And then there's that more substantial round of rain by the middle of next week. It also gets very warm too, with temperatures approaching 90 by Monday.